There are actually just 5 ways you can become rich in these modern times. And if you watch this video to the end, you'll find out how. You also find out how you can create a business, one the questions you need to ask before you go into owning a business. And with this, maybe you get the tools you need to change your life for good. Hi, my name is Gerald, and welcome to Gerald Pulse. In the past, a lot of people made money through the old-fashioned way, either through inheritance or through marriage. But in this modern time, there are ways you can break the cycle and change your life and your family's trajectory for good. So the 5 ways you can generate a lot of money and become rich in this modern time are: number one, own a business. Yes, that sounds funny, but it has never died. This is one of the oldest ways to ever generate money. Own a business. And whoever told you that working hard was gonna make you rich, so long as you're working a 9 to 5, you're gonna remain in a cycle. Maybe you become lucky and become an executive of one of the S&P 500 companies. If that happens to you, then fine, your 9 to 5 is justified. But if not, if you are working for a just one random company or the other, and you never grow to the top 1% of the company, to the top 0.1% of the company, you're not going to get anywhere. So, but owning a business of your own gives you an edge. It helps you be able to scale. It helps you be able to determine what your take home will be. The more effort you put into the business, the more you can grow the business, the more you can scale, and the more you can build. Number two, buy assets. Yes, you heard that right. Buy stocks, buy crypto, buy real estate, buy businesses. This is the second way you can generate wealth in modern time. I've seen a lot of people use crypto and stocks to go from 0 to 100 in a very short period of time. And these two can happen to you. But this is very risky, and you have to be very educated about the market before you go into it. You can still buy a business, or you can still own properties, but these are also capital intensive. But if you find a way to run it, for example, there are so many ways that you can go into the real estate market without owning a lot of money. That we can discuss in another video. Number three, acquire businesses. Yes, you heard that right. Instead of trying to start a business from scratch and try to build it from 0 to 100, which can come with a lot of issues, you may end up falling off, or the business may end up collapsing. You can just go into buying a business that already has real customers and already generating wealth from the beginning. This is one of the major ways you can scale and become wealthy very fast. This is how major private equity companies were able to go and become billion-dollar companies. You've heard about companies like the BlackRock, which is the largest asset manager in the world, amongst many other up and coming companies that are building globally. Number four, intellectual property. You can build different forms of business through intellectual properties, such as you have a book, you write a book, you have a YouTube channel, you have courses that you can build once and sell forever. These things, you work on them just once and they continue to pay you for a lifetime. So this is another major part in building a business. Number five, leverage. Use other people's time, use other people's money, and try to use it. Use AI if you have to, and try to use it to give yourself an edge in a society that is ever growing. So with this five method, you can actually take yourself from 0 to 10 in a very short period of time. But it's gonna involve a lot of smarts and hard work, and you have to be able to be willing to put in the work and put in the time into it. So one of the 5 ways I told you that you can become rich is building a business. Why am I analyzing this better? This is the one that is easiest for most people to go into, because it's if you don't have capital or you don't have resources, you can actually go into owning your own business with the little you have, and I'll tell you why. Keep watching to the end. One, service businesses. Yes, you heard that right. In this type of business, you are basically exchanging your time or other people's time or your team's time for money. Think plumbers, think photographers, think any kind of business that involves your presence, that you have to come and render a service, or you have to get someone to go and render a service on your behalf, and then you charge for that service. This is service business, and it has been here for generations and will continue to be here. So it is something you can do. Imagine you want to go into photography. All you need to do is to spend an initial money to buy a camera. Every other thing will follow suit. There is a research right now that the future millionaires are going to be people who are using their hands. Talk about the electricians. In this AI world where data centers are popping up left, right, and center, the demand for electricians and demand for people who use their hand to work is returning. Think about it and see if it's a field that you might want to go into. Two, product businesses. Think about this. You can manufacture a product and then try to sell it with a profit margin, or you can go and buy other people's products and then put a margin and sell it for yourself. Think about what people are doing all over the world. A lot of people who you meet in the market are actually selling something. This is a very old system that has been efficient and has been working for generations. So you find a product that's very good, find a product that you can sell limitless, not a product that you sell once a month, but a product that you can sell every single day and make a profit every single day. This could be anything. You could go into large-scale distribution services whereby you will be a distributor for a product that other people have manufactured, or you go in and produce a product of your own and then try to distribute it yourself. Over time, this will make you very rich very fast. Third, marketplace businesses. Yes, market-based businesses has been here. The digital economy has made it possible for a lot of people to become millionaires through marketplace. Think Uber, think Airbnb. In this situation, you don't own the product. Basically, you use your digital services to market the product or connect buyers to sellers of said product, and then you get your commission. People are doing it all the time. This is affiliate marketing, this is digital marketing and all that. So it is something that you can easily go into with little or no capital and scale it to multi-millions of dollars. The fourth type of business, subscription businesses. Yes, think gyms, think Netflix, think any kind of business that people pay a subscription to be able to use those services or products. This is an evergreen business because the moment a customer comes in, they continue to subscribe over the long term and you continue to generate money from them over a long term. 5, asset businesses. Think vending machines, think ATMs, think rental income, things that you own that continue to produce income for you over time by itself. You don't have to work in the business. The income is kind of passive. Not all of them are passive because in one way or the other, you're going to have to put some effort. If you are going into rental business, you're going to have to deal with tenants and all that. If you are going into ATMs, you have to refill the machines. If you have to run a vending machine, you have to. But whatever be the case, these continue to generate money for you over time. So these are very good 5 businesses that can do well for you. Which of them do you love the most? Tell us in the comments. Now, the final part. I told you to wait for this, and this is most essential. It's not just about going to open a business, but you have to ask yourself these 3 questions before you open any business. Because without this asking yourself these questions, you can go into a business very fast and get out of it very fast as well. So here it goes. The 3 questions you need to ask yourself before starting any business. The first question you should ask yourself before opening any business is, do people really spend money on this business, or are people already buying this product? Because you don't want to go into a business or start selling a product that nobody wants. You have to make sure that there is already a market for it. You're already a marketplace. You already have audience for it before you go into it. If you don't, then you're just going to be putting all your money and you get nothing back in return. So this is very, very essential. Don't spend a dime before asking yourself, who is my target audience? Who will buy this product I am trying to sell? The second question you should ask yourself, will the customers come back every month? When somebody buys a product you are selling, the person has given you just an income. But when the person keeps buying all the time, the person is going to generate generational wealth for you. So you need products that are consistent, not a one-off product that someone just buys and goes, but something the person who can continue to buy from you over time. Thirdly, can someone else eventually run this business? If you are running a business that cannot operate without you, that business is not worth running. Because what you have just done is to give yourself a job. Because when you are not there on the job, then the business cannot generate. But when you create a business that can run passively without you, then you have created a generational wealth for not just for yourself, but for your family. I hope these tips were helpful. See you on the next video as we'll be going deeper on more business, finance, and ways you can change your life. See you on the next one. Bye for now.